Hello watch fans, it's Anders here on Watch One channel. It's time for yet another review, and it's time for yet another Chinese watch in for review. So you know, I got a lot of Chinese watches coming in from gearbest.com, which is this very big kind of marketplace like Amazon, but with tens of thousands of different goods and a lot of electronics and clothing and a lot of stuff. And they also got a lot of Chinese watches. And I'm just really interested in all of these Chinese watches because what do the Chinese really offer? It's no secret that a lot of parts for higher end watches are actually produced in China. So I'm really interested in looking into what the Chinese can do with their own brands of watches. And they have a lot of different brands. And today it's a very interesting quartz chronograph watch. And the brand is called Ochstin. So you know, they have these kind of a bit of strange names with the Chinese watches, but this is an Ochstin, and what is most important is definitely the watch. It could be a much worse name. So what we got here is this very black kind of pilot watch style quartz chronograph. And let me just give you some very brief details about this watch. So you have 30 meters of water resistance, screw down case back, but a push and pull crown. And of course, when you pull it all the way out, you stop the second hand, so it's a hacking movement. Then you have two pushers. So let's just have a closer look on the watch. As you can see, you have the seconds running all the time here. So with a normal chronograph watch, this would be the chronograph counter hand. So you wouldn't have this hand running all the time. So it's both like a completely normal freehander and also a chronograph. So what is happening here is that you have up here below 12 o'clock you have 1/10 of a second. Down here you have the second counter, so you can actually use this chronograph to count seconds, and here you have the minutes. So let me just keep this chronograph running. As you can see, big numerals 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 and 11, and with the 3, 6, 9 and 12 you have hour markings instead. So you have a triangle at 12 o'clock. Very simple dial, very simple branding, very classy, done with the Ochstin here, and a quick set date window here at 3 o'clock. Well done, not too big. All in all, the big star of this watch is definitely the dial. So looking at this watch is very beautifully made in my opinion. So what we have here is a dial which almost looks a bit like asphalt, or maybe even the lunar surface. So the surface of the moon. And I really just nicknamed this watch the Chinese Moonwatch. And of course, the Chinese never went to the moon. Let us just nickname this watch the Chinese Moonwatch because it's such a very nice black stealth chronograph watch with this beautiful, beautiful dial. I really like the texture on this dial, and I really like the circular design of the sub-dials here. So here you see the 1/10 of a second stops, but you have the two other chronographs running. So it's very nice that you have a red tip at the chronograph hand at the 60-minute counter here. You can count up to 60 minutes because it's very easy to distinguish this from the other sub-dials. Very easy and to use pushers. So you stop it here and you reset it here. So resetting it, it will go all the way back. So you can actually, if you wanted to count, you can count it backwards. So it comes on this very nice leather strap. It's genuine leather, 22 millimeter. Nice signed buckle here. Everything in black and stealth. You can also get this in other color variations. Let me just show you. Okay, and the hands here, very nicely done sword hands. So if we look at the loom on this watch, it's not very impressive. So the loom is okay on the hour and the minute hand, but you don't have any loom anywhere else. So I think they actually applied the numerals here, 1 to 11, and I think it's a little little bit too bad they didn't use lume with these hour markings, because that would really just have given the watch a very more legible reading at night. But still, when you look at this watch, it's a $15.99 US, so less than $16 US if you use the link down below, and when you check out, use this special code made by gearbest.com for Watch On channel. So I have an exclusive code. Click on the link, and when you check out, use this code down in the description. You'll find everything down in the description. Then you will get this watch for less than $16 US. And for a nice watch like this, as you can see here, the case all polished with a very nice, flexible, genuine leather strap. Very nice details. I think you get one hell of a deal. So this is less than going to some fast food chain to eat something. You can actually get a watch for less than that. And a beautiful, well-made watch at that. So let's have the dimensions so you can think about if it's a watch that's too big or too small for you. So we have 42 millimeters in diameter. We have a thickness of 15 millimeters, 14.5 millimeters, which is perfectly fine for a chronograph watch. We have a lug width here of 22 millimeters, including the crown. We get 45, but the crown doesn't make this watch much bigger, so don't worry about it if you have a smaller wrist, or you think that usually a watch of 45 millimeters is too big. It isn't really 45. And here you have 51 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. What is really nice with this watch is that you have these very nicely curved down lugs, which means that this watch is just really going to hug your wrist. Here you have the chronograph, Ochstin, the reference number, everything very nice. Just very quickly, the packaging, a simple cardboard box. You're not paying for a very nice wooden box or something like that. You're actually paying for a watch. This is how this Ochstin chronograph watch looks on my 17.5 centimeter large wrist, which is just slightly above 7 inches in size. And it wears very, very nice. Again, you can see you have these curved down lugs, which actually just makes the watch wear a little bit smaller than the 42 millimeters it actually is. So let me just start the chronograph again so you can see it again. I believe that this is sapphire crystal, but please don't take me to court if it is mineral. So I actually think that it's quite impressive, because when I'm wearing this watch in lighting, I don't really think that it's too distorting for the legibility. So actually I think that it might be treated with anti-reflective coating, but I'm not sure. Anyways, this is a very legible watch. It's very easy to read the time, which really just testaments to this being some sort of pilot's watch, or the Chinese Moonwatch, as I'm nicknaming this watch. Here you can see it on my wrist. And I must say, the leather strap, I don't know if it's going to keep up for years and years, but I know it's very comfortable. You can just slap this watch on your wrist, and then it just feels like you have really been breaking in this leather strap for weeks. All in all, a very nice package here. So again, remember this watch, if you're interested in this watch, you can click on the link down below in the description down here. You can use the promo code made especially for Watch On channel, and when you use the link and the promo code, then you will get this watch for less than $16 US, $15.99 US. I will get a small percentage of every watch bought, just to have full disclosure on this, but I'm just really happy that I could make this deal with gearbest.com to make this watch available at a very low price. So again, this is the Ochstin Chinese Moonwatch, which is my nickname for this watch. I hope you enjoyed this brief review of this Ochstin chronograph, this stealth chronograph. Remember, it comes in other versions. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Remember to check out the watch on gearbest.com. And follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.